my name is Attorney Walter Knott, and here are 5 ways that YouTube will change within the next 5 years. Let's go through them real quick. Number 1, YouTube is likely worth around $180 to $200 billion. CNN is around $5 billion, MSNBC is worth around $13 billion, and Fox News is worth around $21 billion. So basically the swing of what potentially YouTube is worth is like the $180 to $200 billion. That swing right there of how many billions it could potentially be worth up to is literally the entire worth of Fox News. So YouTube won big time. They are the king of media. Therefore, they can either do a couple of things. They can either start their own little news channel, which would make lots of money, although that would, lose them certain legal protections that are important to them. They could try and compete or buy up the other news channels. But at the end of the day, if they just keep doing what they're doing, they will pretty much, take over TV. 2, they'll be promoting more, which is not a bad thing. It's an open source system. It's not as many restrictions as like a Twitter or a Facebook or whatever. So that's good. That's, Number 2, they'll be promoting more channels with fewer traffic. There are disability-based owners, which is ironically me. But I didn't put it into like the name, Blind to Billionaire, like something like that. But, I am a registered ADA person. But what they'll be doing is they'll be pushing more towards disabled individuals. Unfortunately, they'll be pushing more towards non-white, non-male, and non-gender specific. In my opinion, I think that's where they're going. They will protect the major classics like PewDiePie, but will reduce other traffic to similar channels. 3, they will likely become a major donation provider to nonprofits that basically are aligned politically with their agendas. That's not necessarily a bad thing because nonprofits need money too. But I do want to point this out. YouTube's worried about being considered as a utility, as like a free upload area. And once it becomes a utility in the eyes of the people, then they can't make as much money, and then they lose control of their own asset. It's kind of like being a power company and then having to go public with the county and work out a deal, So they don't want to do that. So they're going to do whatever they can to make sure that they stay separate from that. Okay, 5, YouTube will likely build a larger cinema section to compete against Netflix and Disney Plus and HBO Max and stuff like that. They're already working on that. 6, YouTube may require training courses to be completed by its publishers prior to publishing content in the future. But I think that would lose them some legal protections that they already have, although they seem to be creeping slowly towards that certification process. 7, YouTube will likely get into the travel industry and GoPro style camera, in the GoPro camera style industry. They'll likely pay regular people to capture footage while on vacation. That will add more exciting, happy content by the resulting viewers. And who wouldn't want YouTube to pay for their vacation? So instead of people having to go on vacation, pay for it, record all the stuff themselves, make videos, post it on YouTube, YouTube will probably do some sort of program, like a donation program, where they'll send you on a vacation and then you shoot a bunch of footage. And that footage then basically can be used where you make videos and they get a cut of it. You just get less than you normally would. Or they just keep all the footage and get to use it themselves. Those are the, 7 things that I think YouTube will be doing over the next 5 years. All right. My name is Attorney Walter Rudolph, not the third. I'm with Disability Resolution PA. Have an absolutely wonderful day. I'll catch you a little bit later. Also, remember, I go live 8 to 10 every Thursday Eastern Standard Time. You can always catch up with me there on YouTube. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.